Hello, Facebook friends. I'm down here. Hi. I am working on a custom order, and I thought I would do the second one. There's two of these, so I was going to do the second one for you to see how I pulled this together. Let me show you the one I've already done. The custom order is for a Run for the Roses door hanger, and someone's giving a graduation party for with this derby theme. So this is the first horseshoe that I've done, and covered with the roses, and I got to add a hanger. Hey everybody! So I wanted to just have the video running while I'm making this second one and kind of show you how I did it, in case anybody gets an order for one of these things. All right, let me get my chat pulled up. Make sure you can hear me. Come on in. Let me grab my phone. Oh my gosh, it's been a crazy day. It's tax day and lots of stuff going on that has occupied my time, but let's go live and have some fun. Okay, let me get my chat up. My partner is not here helping me, so he'll probably come in here in a little bit, but let's see. And I will try to watch your comments and respond as I'm able to. So again, this is a Run for the Roses. I will try to watch let me turn myself down. This is a Run for the Roses door hanger. Now, to get to this point, what I did was, do y'all remember those old transparency machines that we had, at least when I was growing up in school? We had transparency machines, and what I did, because getting a door hanger shaped piece of foam, you can get a piece of foam like this, but it's about 30 bucks a piece. So, and I would have had to order it. So what I decided to do was take my transparency. Oh gosh, somebody lost their car keys on my... See, I told you Daddy was going to come in here while I'm trying to work. I'm going live, so...
Well, tell everybody hello.
What are you doing? What is that?
Mail. Junk.
Oh. So it's a pretty day here in Shreveport. I'm sure he's going to go into the yard.
I wish.
Oh, you're not? Oh, you're doing that other. Okay. So, he says, hello, everybody. He's got to go do some other work.
I'll step in real quick. Say hello.
Well, you have to say hello from this way. I got it this way.
Oh.
You have to do your head like this.
Oh, my God. I can't do that. Oh. I'm too old. Did they see my hands?
Yeah, hello.
Hello, everybody. Sorry I can't stay. Terry and I need to do another live.
I know. Well, I've got to get this order done, so I thought they could see it.
Last time we did it, we had 2 people, so maybe we could double that.
Maybe.
All
We're
right.
already up to 50.
Bye-bye. Thanks for everybody coming on today.
Okay, so anyway, yeah, Jace is right. It's an overhead projector. What I did is I found an image for a horseshoe on, just on the internet. I just did a search. I think I might have even gotten it on my Silhouette machine. So, and then I just drew it, traced it, and then I put it on my overhead projector and projected it on the wall on this piece of MDF. And then my husband, who is crafty, I just drew it, and then he cut it out for me. Okay? So, Connie's from Kentucky. So, let me show you the finished one. Except I haven't put the hanger on it yet. This is the Run for the Roses wreath that I'm doing. Okay? I got to put the hanger on it and it'll be ready. But I wanted to show you the second one. You could actually do this for any shape of anything that you wanted. So, here's what we did. After it got cut out, then what I need to do from here is put on the foam. So, I just have a sheet of the desert foam, which is your hard foam. And to get this to happen, sometimes this table just gets too small. So what I'm going to do is cut out a big piece of this shape. Now, y'all are going to be surprised as to what I use to trace this. Knitting needle. It's a knitting needle. I don't know how to knit, but I've got knitting needles. And what I'll do is I'm going to trace this around. I'm tracing my pattern. But you could do this for any shape if you wanted. It could be a heart or... Hey, everybody. So there's part of it. And then I'm just going to take a kitchen knife and start cutting and slicing into this. Make sure you can see. Everybody can see really good. But I thought since this was sort of an unusual craft, probably not something everybody does every day, that I would share how I did it so you don't have to figure it out again. If somebody were to ask you to do a run for the roses. So this is just one of my old kitchen knives that I'm using to cut this piece out. And this is the worst part of it. It's all this mess that comes with it. Who celebrates Kentucky Derby? Anybody? Do y'all go, or do you get put on the hats? And we have actually a derby party here, even in Louisiana. I think they do it as a fundraiser or something. But I love all the hats. Johnny wants to know, have I ever tried an electric carving knife? Yes, I have. And I need to get one that's specifically for my shop. So maybe for Mother's Day. Teresa is in Kentucky. So yeah, they have a reason to celebrate there. Here in Louisiana, we just celebrate because it's a party. We just love any excuse to have a party. So, we pick up everybody else's parties. So, y'all can see I'm just cutting this foam. Now, I could have glued the roses on top of the frame, just on the frame. But I really wanted it to be more three-dimensional instead of flat. I think it just looks richer. Okay, there we go. So that's kind of it. You can make just about any shape. Yeah, Jace is agreeing. We party for no reason. I'm either going to a party, planning a party, or having a party. That's how we do. Costa Rica. Yes, when Jace comes to Vivian, we're going to have a party in Vivian. We may put on some Zydeco music and do a little jig. Okay, so here's part of it. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on here. And all I do is just glue it. Jace doesn't dance. Honey, you're going to dance when you come up here and see all the great stuff you can buy at General Wholesale. Linda says she has a derby party at her son and daughter-in-law's. The ladies decorate our hats and have mint juleps. I mainly decorate the hats. Well, here is a choice for you to make if you want to make a derby door hanger. Here's how you do it. Now, I'm not too worried about how much glue's on here or putting any other kind of special glue because we're going to wrap this in ribbon, and so it's going to hold it really well without worrying too much about that part of it. Teresa's going to, and Jace are going to start a derby hat business. But I'm excited that this worked out so far. I wanted to test out the first one before I came live. I wasn't brave enough to do it without seeing if it was going to work. I mean, sometimes I have ideas and they are supposed to work and maybe they don't. But this absolutely worked. Okay. So I'm just kind of trimming it up even so it doesn't stick out. Alright, let's put on the other piece. Thank you for sharing. I see some of you are sharing this video. That makes me so happy. Okay, let's get another piece on here. I'm going to pick up where I left off. And try to use as much of that foam as you can, placing it the most efficient way. I am not selling this horseshoe frame, although I could. It's just a matter, I've already got the pattern. I would just have to have my husband cut more. So just comment below if you would be interested in purchasing just the frame. And maybe we could hook you up. Okay, so I've drawn the second piece. And now I'm just going to cut that out. This is really not a hard project. I was somewhat surprised. Thanks everybody for joining us. I see I didn't put on my ring today. So those of you that are just joining us, I am making a Run for the Roses horseshoe door hanger. Let me show you the one I've already done, so you'll have an idea. Here it is. It looks kind of big. I can hold it up later, but it's really beautiful. And I love the fact that it's three-dimensional. Somebody's interested in the frame. Yeah, Bridget, I've got one of those things. Okay, bye, Teresa. I do have one of those heated styrofoam thingamajiggies. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there. Just kind of trim it up a little. This is just messy. Just gets messy. So really all you need for this project is the board, some ribbon, and roses, and the styrofoam. And then something to make the hanger with. So we'll get to that a little bit. And again, I don't need a whole lot of glue on this because we're wrapping this with ribbon. So it's going to hold it on to the frame. No problem. You just mainly need something to stick all the roses. Okay, so there's that. And you can see I've got a little bit of a gap here. It's no big deal. I mean, you can take some shavings of your foam and just push down in there. And there, that fixes that. Okay, last piece right here. And then we can start wrapping it with our ribbon. So here is the last piece. I'm going to trace it on. And this took, of course I did two, I'm having to do two of these it's for a double door. So, but it took one entire sheet of foam for this size. I love these kind of challenges when customers call me and they say, oh, I need this. And I say, okay, now what do I do? And my little brain starts working, trying to figure out how to make it happen. Come on in, everybody. Let's make some derby decorations. Yeah, I have one of those styrofoam cutters, and I just haven't used it. Let me cut this off a little bit more. There we go. Grab another glue stick. Has anybody here been to the Kentucky Derby? Physically been? I bet it's beautiful. I would love to go, of course, to see the horses, but to wear the hat, that would be fun. That would be so fun. Okay, there we have it, friends. Let me get rid of some of this mess so we can work a little better. There is a foam piece of foam you can order that's already like, but doesn't have the wood. And it's, I want to say it's like 30 bucks. Susan wants to know, does it count you watch it on TV? Of course. Do you wear your hat while you're sitting on your sofa? Is everybody having a good day? It's tax day. Lord. Was the tax man good or bad to you? We had to file 2 years because of my health issue I had. That stroke kind of put me behind schedule on everything, so we had 2 years. What tax? Oh, we have to pay taxes. Okay, so we're ready to go now. Got it going on. Let me grab some more ribbon. Okay, I was very fortunate to be able to find this burlap ribbon. It's a 1.5 inch ribbon. And Bridget, horrible 5-figure payment. Okay, so this is just a 1.5 inch burlap red ribbon. And I'm going to use this to wrap around the frame. So one of the things that I do use is greening pins. These are called greening pins. Hey, Angela. You can see that. And we're going to use quite a few of these. So I'm just going to put a few up here on my table. Yeah, Carol, I've still got to do my state tax. I do that every month. All right, so I'm just going to take a piece of and I'm going to start kind of low here because I'm going to wrap the top a little bit differently. And I'm just going to start by, and I'm not going to glue this, I'm just going to put a greening pin there, a couple of greening pins. And we're going to just start wrapping. Oh my goodness, I just dropped all that. So I'm just going to start wrapping it around, pulling it pretty tight, making sure it's going to have, the customer I'm doing this for has glass doors, so I want to make sure that the back is covering properly. I don't want that frame to show. So I'm just going to wrap this around like so. Why are you nervous, Jace? Are you nervous for me? Oh, look, So Cute by Katie is in Louisville. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just wrapping it, and I want to occasionally look on the back and make sure I'm getting good coverage on the frame. Oh, Jace is scared to file his state taxes. And I'm getting this residue from the dust from the styrofoam in my throat, which is never fun. I was going to get 2.5 inch so it cover further, but I think it actually, this one works better because I can manipulate it a little bit better than the 2.5 inch. But all there is to this is just the frame, cutting out the foam, and let me cut that string. Enjoying the sun outside and watching Terry. Yeah, this is going to give it a really nice finished look. Now, I could have covered these with all roses and not done the wrapping, but this I think is a better solution. It's kind of like you're wrapping a mummy. Not that I've ever wrapped a mummy. Yolanda says it's snowing there. Thank you, Debbie. I will say hi to David. He will be sorry he missed you. The best part about this ribbon is that it was $1. Whoop, whoop. Gotta love a bargain. Okay, here we go. We're still wrapping. Still wrapping. Now, I've gotten kind of inspired to maybe do a different shape of something. You know, maybe even for summer doing a cone or beach ball or something like that. You just have to pull it kind of tight. And I'm checking the back occasionally. I did go ahead on all my roses and get them prepped. No, I did not make the roses. They come in a bush, like so. Just regular red roses. And I cut them off and put picks on the end. And that's pretty much it. If I had to make all these roses, I'd be here for days. Years. I made some flowers one time for a bridal bouquet, trying to figure out how to do it. It took me 4 hours to make one rosebud. I went, okay, this is not feasible. But they were beautiful. Tammy says the wind is blowing so hard here in Utah, I'm losing shingles off of the house. Oh my goodness. It's been windy here too, but not to that extent. See how nice this is working out? Now when you get to the end, see that's not enough to go around to the other side. So I'm just going to cut that here. And use one of my greening pins. And then I'm going to continue with the next roll. I'm wrapping the whole thing, Yolanda. Good question. My customer has a glass door. And so whatever happens on the back, she's going to be able to see it through the glass. So I want to make sure that the back is finished. Now you could paint it, spray paint it, I suppose, but this is just giving it a real nice finished look. Northern Ireland, Amanda is here. Well, here, I don't know if you know about it, Amanda, but people here in the U.S., you may have heard, celebrate the Kentucky Derby race. It happens in May. And I am making door hangers for someone hosting a party, a graduation party that has a Kentucky Derby theme. So this is just the most tedious part here, is putting all this ribbon. That's going pretty fast. Y'all are hanging with me, so. Be nice to get this order done. We filed our taxes electronically, so there's not going to be any of that standing in the line of, you know, the post office like we used to get it postmarked, our taxes. Christy, we are located in Shreveport, Louisiana. Shreveport is in the northwest corner of Louisiana. So if you think about Louisiana, it looks like a boot. And we're in the top left-hand corner of the boot. Almost to Texas. Yeah, we're almost to Texas. In fact, I'm closer to Wascom than I am just about any place. Yes, I can put picks through this ribbon. I've already tried. Well, I've already done the other one, so I know it works. But I'm going to show you a little trick, too, to get it to work better. Because this is pretty thick burlap ribbon. This red. Shelly's aunt lives in Alexandria. So remember, just kind of occasionally check the back and make sure it's not gapped in any way. This would be cute to even do an ornament shape for Christmas. I mean, I'm starting to think about all the possibilities now that we could use it for if you have a shape cut out. Yes, Kentucky Derby is a big thing. All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cover all this, and then I'm going to do the ends, and I'm going to put a few of the roses in, but after that, it's pretty repetitive, so I won't bore y'all with watching me put roses on this whole thing, but because I've got one that's finished. Kind of like on the cooking shows, they show you how to do it, and then they show you the finished product after it's done. You could cut a horse's head, Bridget. That's a good point. Any shape that you can put on that transparency would work. But like for Easter and yeah, just about any holiday, a shamrock. Vicky, she wants to know if I could use any other kind of ribbon. You could use any ribbon. I would think that the satin might be a little too slick for my taste, but the burlap gives it a real nice texture. And plus I got this at a really good price, so. Okay. Yes, Christine says I never bore y'all. Well, that's sweet. I don't have all those stories, though, like Dylan does. I guess I haven't had those kind of experiences. I haven't weighed it. Kathy wants to know how much is it weigh? Is it heavy? If I was going to say probably 4 pounds, if I was guessing. Yeah, I don't have a lot of stories like my little friend in Longview does at Ellis, Dylan. He has got some stories. Okay, I'm going to go up a little higher on this one. Almost there. I've gotten right off the table and y'all can't see, I'm sure. I need to pay attention to my monitor. Okay. Yeah, we love Dylan. He's funny. Okay, so now I'm going to take the ribbon and cover this top. He is hysterical. And he's just an hour for me, so. And yes, we are going to go visit him. I'm going to take some glue and just put on the end of this piece of ribbon. And then I'm going to slide it in underneath the, I need to get my important tool, my knitting needle. Push that in there. Oh, thank you, Christine. That's my girl. You're all my girls and gals, guys and girls. Okay, so let me go ahead and glue this one. Now see how these kind of opened up? I'm just going to tuck that in underneath. You can put a little bead of glue in any of those places that you think might need extra to hold it tight. But I think once it's shaped on there, it's fine. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. He'd probably look at me doing this and go, "Girl, what do you think you're doing?" Dylan's Facebook page is Ellis Home and Garden, I believe. Somebody can correct me if that's not it, but I think that's it. I don't think he has a page outside of Ellis. Yeah, he'd probably be thinking I'm crazy. She's lost her mind. Jesus, take the wheel. I think he says that a lot. Oh, I don't know that he had another one, Gail. I'd be interested to know. Okay, so I'm just trying to get this end covered up. And it doesn't have to look great because it's going to be covered with flowers. So we've got my granddaughter's first birthday party is going to be at my house this coming weekend. So I need to get all my projects done, my orders, so I can, hey Catherine, so we can start cleaning house for company. You know how that goes. Alright, I think I may glue that one. Y'all, I am seriously thinking about getting my hair cut. It's just gotten so long. It's about to drive me insane. I don't know why I have... Kathy, I am making a Run for the Roses door hanger. And I will show you what we are planning to do here in just a second. Let me finish this one. Okay, that'll cover it. Just mainly now trying to cover this end. Does anybody else use a knitting needle in your projects? Okay, so you can see I just sort of wrapped this end. Again, it doesn't have to be beautiful. Just make it cover. This is the shape of a horseshoe. The dimensions of the foam, it comes in a sheet. Hobby Lobby carries it in a big sheet. Yeah, I'm using a crochet. It's a knitting needle. Oh no. Well, I mean, I don't knit, but it helps me do some things that I like. If I don't want to touch hot glue, I can use that. But who knows? I might get the notion to learn how to knit one day, and there I'll have them. I'll have to get the hot glue off of them first. Look, it's coming along. Okay, we're going to cover this other end here. I got to cover this. And then we're going to be ready to put on the roses. And I'm going to show you a little trick on doing that I think will be good. But remember, it doesn't have to be this shape. You could use your overhead projector to transfer any shape. Here's what I'm using this knitting needle for. Watch, I'm going to stick this in there because it's got hot glue on it. I'm going to use the knitting needle to push it. See how lovely that works? And then to push down on this burlap, look, does not get my fingers. See there? Ah, unless I touch it. Okay, I'm going to pull it up here. And I don't really care what this side looks like because that's where the flowers are going to be. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right there to cover that corner. And I'll have to brush this off because it's gotten some foam on there. Oh, Sherry, oh, I'm sorry. I don't have that messenger bot thing because I tried to do it and Facebook's new privacy settings do not allow me to set it up. So right now I don't have that messenger bot doodad. Thanks, Crystal. If they ever figure that out, though, I will try to get it set up. Okay, so the main thing is let's get this thing covered. No, Sherry, the you know, all these privacy settings that have been changed, I think they're trying to figure it all out. So we've got just this one little piece to cover right here, and then we'll be ready to put flowers on. Yeah, you could paint this, definitely paint it. But, where's my knitting needle? When I need it. Push it in under there. Thank you, Vicki. Vicki loves my demonstrations. I so appreciate that. Everyone. Okay. Uh-oh. Did I hit my camera? There, I think that's fine. Yes, it could, Becky. I never thought about that. Get it a little bit more pointed than Maleficent. How do you say that? For Halloween. You could do a witch's hat. I mean, there's lots of possibilities to create something with this idea. So let's put one more piece and then we're ready to put on our flowers, our roses. And then I'm going to show those of you that just popped in what it is we're making. Okay, so you'll have an idea of what's happening. This is a Run for the Roses Kentucky Derby door hanger. And I have a customer who's having a derby party for a graduate. And that's her theme. So this will fit right in. I think the party is actually on Kentucky Derby Day. So there's the race is going on. Okay, let me show you what we're doing. We have basically built this frame from scratch. Okay, now for those that have just joined in, let me tell you what we did. I grabbed the one I've already done. Here is the finished one. It's kind of big, so I'm not going to get it all in the shot unless I turn it sideways. this is a horseshoe shape, and what I did is took an image off the internet. I think it was in my Silhouette machine, and I made a horseshoe shape. I put it on a transparency sheet, projected it up on a piece of MDF against the wall, and then I traced it on there, and then my husband cut out this shape for me. Then I cut some foam. I used the horseshoe as a pattern, and I cut 2-inch foam pieces. It's this width, and I cut 2-inch foam pieces and put on top of the board. Then we wrapped it in 2.5 or 1.5 inch burlap ribbon, the whole thing. And the reason I'm wrapping the back is because my customer has glass doors, and I want to make sure those are as pretty on the back as they are on the front. Okay, let's start putting on the flowers. Let me show you one reason I'm going to be doing this next step. If I can find my tools. Here we go. This burlap is kind of thick, and so what I found when I made the other one that worked so much better is I punctured a hole with this awl and got it started rather than trying to push the flowers through. Now I have gone through and cut all my flowers off of my bush. They were on a bush like this. And I did save some time for you watching to go ahead and pick these. I do use a pick machine, and you can see they have a very sharp edge on the bottom, and they will pierce this burlap, but this makes it so much easier to go through. So I'm just going to pick the place where I want to put a flower and poke it through. And see, I made my hole there. And you can either use a glue pen or a glue gun. Push this into there. And I like to use my pliers and give it a good push down. And seriously, all the rest of this project is just putting flowers on. That's pretty much all it is. It's the same step over and over and over and over again. But the monochromatic look of the red on this red is just striking. Of course, get good flowers. You want some pretty flowers. Now I'm going to come back and put some on the top once we're kind of further along. But, y'all see how easy this is? I mean, seriously. I'm not measuring. I'm just guessing. Nobody's going to know if one's off a ½ inch or 2 inches or whatever. But I am putting on this, the size that I cut, I'm putting 2 on each of these rows. Now once I get down here, it's going to require more. But see how easy this is? I mean, it can't get any easier. This would be so cute, and to even do like a butterfly for summer, and you know, put some pretty flowers in it for summer. Just have a butterfly shape. And there you have it. It's just no big deal. I think a butterfly would be cute. Or an ice cream cone. Or y'all have any other suggestions? what we could do. I thought about a beach ball. That would be cute. Ice cream cone, yeah. Look how cute this is going to be. And for the handle, all I'm going to do is get some burlap rope, and I'm going to staple it to the back, and that will be the handle, so, or the hanger. Look, so far. That's all there is to it. Yeah, beach ball would be really cute, wouldn't it? A shamrock. Yes, a daisy. You know, at Christmas, you could do a big boot. A cupcake would be adorable. Flip-flops, yes. Yes, I've already used Sherry. I went ahead and picked all these, so y'all wouldn't have to sit and watch all that picking. A pineapple would be cute. Any shape you can imagine that you can draw or print off an image and put it on a transparency and trace it on there. So you don't even have to be an artist. You can just come up with it. A honeybee would be so cute too. Yes. A Valentine's Day, of course, a heart. A Christmas tree, the Christmas boot, like a stocking, would be adorable. So next time you're at Goodwill, look for a transparency, a flamingo. I mean, look for a overhead projector. And that way you'll already have your equipment. I don't think most of the schools even use those anymore. So, you know, at some point down in this area when it starts getting wider, let me look at the other one I did. Here's the other one. Let me see about when I started doing 3 in a row. I've got one more row, and then I'm going to start doing 3s. Based on what I did on the other one. So I'm going to do 1 there and there. Okay, Susan's going to go make dinner. Yay! So I'll be putting this video on my YouTube channel, and you can reference it there. But this is easy as can be. The biggest thing is getting your pattern. Oh, some teachers do use an overhead? Well, okay. That's interesting. So I'm challenging all of you to start thinking outside of the box. Thank you, Kathy, for coming in and joining us. Okay, from here, I'm going to start putting 3 instead of 2. Okay, because the width of the horseshoe has gotten, you know, much wider. So I'm going to do 3 holes. And it took all of those bushes. I did not do the sides. That was a good question. Well, that one wanted to be weird and not go through it. You could do the sides. I think, though, doing the sides, you might kind of start losing your shape. So, for instance, if you started filling up the inside of this and the roses hit each other, then I don't know that it would maintain the shape of your horseshoe, would be my only concern. I mean, you might could put some small buds or something so that wouldn't, but these are pretty wide rose blooms. Okay, you see how we're making some progress? But, I mean, I think this side looks fine, you know, without anything on it. So this is a Run for the Roses wreath or door hanger that we're working on. And I'm just covering it with roses. And I know I'm hitting all of you right here at dinner time. Linda, I totally want you to make it. I want all of you to make one. And send me a picture. That's why I'm doing this, to inspire you. I get some really strange requests for custom orders, so I wanted you to see how to do something outside of the box of a regular, you know, just a round or oval wreath or deco mesh. Hello, Anna from San Antonio. Welcome. But it is beautiful once everything starts getting filled up. This sucker is so, so pretty. And I'm doing 3 roses now just because the width of my horseshoe has gotten wider. Oh, Linda's got lots of, well, girl, you better get an assembly line going. This would be perfect. And you could do them any size. This one is, let me see what size I ended up with. This one is 21 inches long by about 19 wide at the widest point. The biggest thing is to be finding your roses, you know what I mean? Gwen's asking, how did I get the shape for the base? So let me tell you how I got the shape for the base. The base was made using an image. I think I got it off of my silhouette machine. And then I traced it onto a piece of transparency paper and projected it onto a piece of MDF, traced it on there, and then my husband cut it for me. And that's how we got the shape. Let me get my charger. Well, I don't know if I brought my charger. I may lose y'all's comments here in a minute. It looks like my phone's trying to die. But this is the same step over and again. So once my battery gets too low, I may just show you the finished product of the one I've already done and we can sign off. Because I think y'all have got the idea. What happens from here is just putting on these roses. MDF is like, it's not wood. It's like, it's a, I need my husband here to explain it. Manufactured, some kind of fiber. And the styrofoam is just a sheet of foam that I cut the pattern with. When you go back and watch the replay, you will see me do it. All the way from the you know, I'm not showing how I cut the frame, but you'll see me adding the foam. You're welcome. So, we've done about half of this one. And it's just a matter of filling up the rest. So, I'm going to put this aside and get the finished one. And lift up my camera and show you what we got. See if I can get it up. Here we go. Hang on one second. Let me lift this up. Okay, so here we have the one I finished today, and all I'm going to do now is put a burlap rope on the back. I'm going to just staple it on to hang it on the door. Now, you could actually put, like for her party, we could put, you know, one of those sashes across and put the kid's name, because it's for a graduation party. But I think 2 of these hanging on her door are going to be so pretty. Y'all think so? You can make one, I promise. And there's the back. There you have it. Run for the roses. Okay, so I want you to go and come up with some creative ideas. Let's do some things for summer. And I'll look forward to seeing all your creations and what you're going to do. Until next time, bye-bye. See you soon.